So all my trees are here in the side yard, or most of them, because I was out of town, and I put them here when I travel, and they get watered by the sprinkler. Anyways, I thought I'd play a game, and the game's called What Are My 10 Favorite Bonsai Trees? So I know the top 3, it's pretty easy, and actually number 1 isn't here. I'll go get number 1. So if you are a subscriber to my channel or watched a few videos, you might know my favorite tree is this one, my Makawa Yatsubusa Japanese maple. Why is it my favorite? I've had it for 12 years. It's a Japanese maple. I love Japanese maples. It's a dwarf variety. I love dwarf varieties. I love it in the spring. I love the fall color. It looks good now. And this tree is old enough now that it actually looks quite nice in the winter. Has a nice branch structure. So number 1, easy choice. On to number 2. So number 2, also an easy choice, is my dwarf larch, my blue sparkler. Love this tree. Why do I love it? Again, I love the spring color of the little paintbrushes. I love the yellow fall color that's deciduous. And I'm just really proud of how I transformed this tree from something very ordinary into something that looks really quite nice, in my opinion. Number 3 is my Thuja Primo. Also a tree I got from just ordinary garden center material. And I like this tree because first, it's small. I love small trees. I like it, it's so tough, honestly. I really, I worked this tree pretty hard initially, and it didn't skip a beat. It's always grown really well for me, but in a controlled style. And it's kind of nice having, both deciduous trees and evergreen trees. This one, it still has all of its leaves in the winter, although it does turn pretty brown. But just love this tree. Number 3, so those are easy. Number 4, honestly, I don't know what I'm going to choose. I've had to think about number 4 for a bit, because there's so many trees now that are maybe tied in my mind. And where is it? I'm looking for it. Where did I put it? Ah, there it is. I gotta choose, I think, my Cotoneaster. My little Cotoneaster. I really need to clean up that moss. You can't see the trunk very well. But I don't know, there's just something about holding a tiny little apple tree in my hand that I love. I love the small berries, I love the small flowers, and I love this tree. Just every year gets better. I let it grow, I clip it, I let it go, I clip it. And yeah, this is number 4. I'm happy with that choice. So number 5 is the hemlock. This is where it's starting to get difficult for me, because so many trees are kind of tied in my mind. But I love the hemlock. I love the small needles. I do love that this is a native tree, that this tree came from an hour from my home. And yeah, I love the new foliage. I didn't catch that, I think, on camera, but I love when the new needles come out. And again, just like the Thuja here, this tree looks great all year round. So it's kind of nice having evergreens. I love the feature of this trunk. And I love, too, this kind of unconventional, it looks kind of like a deciduous tree, yet it's a conifer. So it's unique. It's a cool tree. Number 6, and it just gets harder. I think maybe that's because there's just so many trees I actually really love. And I only have 4 more. And 6, I gotta just go with this dwarf jade. Nothing remarkable about this little tiny jade, especially considering how old it is. I mean, this thing I've had since 2016, and you think it'd be cooler than it is. But that's exactly why I chose it. It's just that I've had it for 16 years. That's it. And so it would be hard to say bye to this tree, almost a decade. So I would need to just keep this tree if I could only keep 10. And I guess that's kind of my criteria. That's how I'm deciding. It's like, okay, which trees would I have the hardest time saying bye to? I almost forgot about this bench again. So number 7 is gotta go with I gotta go with the Yurihime, Japanese maple. Again, same reasons that I love the Makawa Yatsubusa, I love the Yurihime. It's a Japanese maple, it's dwarf. I love the foliage, especially the spring foliage. That's when I really love my Japanese maple the most. But I'm just really pleased with this pot tree combination. And these leaves are so small. I don't know if it is the dwarfest. It's one of the Japanese maples with the smallest leaves. So yeah, I love this little tree a lot. All right, number 8 was actually pretty easy. And again, I just love Japanese maples. I call this my birthday maple or my claw maple. I call my birthday maple because I bought it with birthday money from my parents, and the claw maple because of the Nabari, which looks like a hand or a claw to me. So again, I choose this one because I love Japanese maples. And this one, I think, is going to be a great tree in like a few years. I think it's really going to be quite great. I like it now, but it just has a lot of potential because it has good taper. I think it's an interesting tree. And even though it's just the species, not a cultivar, it does have really nice leaves. I love the leaves on this. All right, just 2 more. It's getting difficult. So many trees I still like. Oh man. I kind of have it narrowed down between 2. Maybe that'll be the last 2. So I'm actually gonna go with this little white pine. And this, you know, not a remarkable tree. Just a little starter bonsai, I guess. But I think one reason why I chose this is I just love the foliage. I mean, when I found this tree, I was at a nursery, I was just kind of, you know, looking at trees. I was not planning on buying anything. I really wasn't. I was walking out of the nursery and, you know, tucked away kind of in a corner behind some other plants were 2 of these. And I stopped, I saw it out of the corner and I stopped and I said, is that a pine? Surely that's not a pine. And I went up and I looked at it and I instantly just loved the look of the tiny little needles. They look great. They still look great today. I'm really pleased that this thing likes my care, likes my climate. So even though this is not an amazing tree yet, I think it has great potential. If I just keep cultivating this, training it as a bonsai, I think this will be a great tree in 5 years. So I'm gonna just go with this one. I did not anticipate this being in my top 10, to be honest. This one was kind of a surprise to me. And last one, pretty easy. This could have been 9 or even 8. Is my Western Larch. And again, I chose this one because I love larch. I love this as a native tree. I love too that I've kept this thing alive. I've tried to collect a few Western larches now, have not been successful until this tree. And I recently had a breakthrough with this tree, that there's something about this tree that it bothered me. I didn't know how to style it. So I know what I'm gonna finally do to pot this tree and make it into something I like a lot better. And it has everything to do with the potting angle. And I have a pot in mind. I'm really excited. I think I might attempt to do a repot on this in the spring. I think it's been long enough. It's been in this pot for at least 3 years, maybe 4 years. And it all has to do with changing the potting angle. I think it'll make all the difference. So there we are, that's my top 10. And this is too fun, so for this lower tier right here, I'm gonna go ahead and find maybe, I'll do 5 more trees. We'll just make this my top 15. So it's actually easier to like just say, well, that's definitely not gonna be in my top 15. But there's still so many trees here that I like. But I think I'm gonna go with 11. I'm gonna go with my little ginkgo. Again, I love dwarf trees. I love the shape of these leaves. I love just the story of the ginkgo as a species. Now it's probably one of the oldest, or it's the oldest like tree species. It's like a living fossil. I love that this like species was thought to be like extinct, or ginkgos in general thought to be extinct, and then they like discovered it again in like a monster in China or something. And now you see ginkgos all over the world along streets and parks. So kind of just a remarkable story with this species. And such an oddball, you know, it's a conifer, but look at these leaves. And they're beautiful in the fall too. So yeah, 11 will be the ginkgo. All right, for tree 12, I'm gonna go with my newly created DeGroot-Spire Thuja forest or group planting. I think the reason why this didn't make the top 10 is simply because it's pretty new. I have a lot more history with these other trees, and it's huge. And I guess in the back of my mind when I was doing this exercise, I was thinking, okay, like if I had to like move somewhere, you know, what would I take with me? And yeah, I just don't know if I would take this with me just because it's huge and it's new to me. I suppose if I had had this tree for a few years, I'd be like, well, I got to take this because I'm really loving this creation, this fountain. I love that it's kind of different from my collection. Some of the trees in my collection, as you can see, are quite small. They're small bonsai. I like small bonsai. Large is pretty tall, I suppose, but I like having something a little bigger, a little different, provides some nice variety. So 13, what do I got? I got my Douglas fir Yamadori. And why do I like it? I like it because it's native. Kind of like this, what I just said about my forest planting is I like this a bigger tree. And really, it's got like so much potential. I feel like some of my trees, I'm kind of playing at bonsai, you know, and that's fine with me. I don't mind having amateur type trees. I'm really pleased with my creations, but this seems like, you know, something that that could become pretty great someday, like probably under somebody else's care, not mine. But yeah, I just think it has a lot of potential, and I think this is going to be a really nice tree in a few years. Let's see if I can pull it off. I'd overlooked this one. He's kind of been hiding out and he doesn't have foliage on him. But I am really thrilled with this one. And maybe my choice of this is tree number, what am I even on? 14? 15? I can't remember. I'm near the end. I just worked on this and I'm just really pleased with how it turned out. And I like that this will have flowers. I love the bark on this. I love the small leaves. I love the size. I like small bonsai. I mean, it'd be hard to not take this one because it's so small. So I guess with me, small trees get extra points. So we're gonna go with this one for, I think this is number 14. I'll have to check my count. So yeah, I'm to the end. This is it. Lots of trees, only one left. What's number 15? And as you can see, I have a pretty small collection because there's not that many trees left. Now this one's gonna really surprise a lot of folks, but I'm sincere about this. I mean it. When I choose I choose you for number 15. And I am really, my heart is changing about this tree. As time goes on, I just like it more and more. It helps that my wife loves this tree. But one thing, there's so many things to recommend this tree. It's got great taper. It's got interesting bark. I put some nice movement in the trunk. It's just a great foundation. I love that yews can be just ancient. I mean, this thing could live thousands of years. Also, this is a she. I don't know if I've mentioned that on video yet. I'm seeing, I can't show you here, but little berries. It's gonna have red berries. So, I mean, what is not to love about the yew? And in the end, this is for my wife. She really does like this tree. I even said to her recently, I'm like, you know what, I want to give you the yew. The yew is officially your tree, all right? So I'll take care of it. It's yours. She said, well, I don't want it. Like, you take care of it. It's yours. But she does like this tree. So really, sincerely, this is who I would choose for 15. But right there next to it, and the whole time this has been here, I just worked on this tree today, is my Seiju elm. And wow, I love this tree right now. I kind of am biased towards trees that I've just worked on. I just love about bonsai, you take something, this looked like an overgrown tree just yesterday, and with some pruning and some wiring today, I'm really pleased with this tree. I love this. Oh, so many trees that just didn't make it. I've never been in love with my armor maple. I love it. Okay, I like it. No, I love it, but I just didn't love it enough. My dwarf Alberta spruce, great tree. Newly collected grand fir, super cool tree. I love this tree. It's hard. I like a lot of my trees. My hornbeam, I really love the hornbeam. But in the end, I think what got the hornbeam is it just kind of has just a straight trunk. There's nothing remarkable about it. I love it, of course. The biggest oversight, though, and another tree that I've recently worked on that I'm just really amazed by the transformation. And this one I could sneak in. It's tiny, right? So does this really count as a whole tree? It's like a half tree. This is my little tiny Hinoki cypress. I totally overlooked this. It just blended in with the grass. I'm almost sure I would have chosen this to be in the top, at least the top 15. But you know, we can sneak it in. We're just gonna sneak it in because you know, it's a half a tree. I don't know, it's so small. And a lot of why I love this tree is I love the deep green color. And really the pot did it, right? Before I put this tree in this pot, it's just a tree. But man, putting in this pot that I love, I guess half of what I love about this tree is simply this pot. That could just kind of hang out with his friend, Thuja. They go together, we'll say. Anyways, that was a fun game, at least for me. And yeah, it was fun because I had no idea what I was going to choose, except for those top 3. Anyway, hope you're doing well, and hope you don't have to choose your top 10 or 15 trees. I hope I don't have to, but you never know. Anyway, talk to you later. Happy bonsai.